Coming up next on Oregon News, University of Oregon softball completes the sweep in Palo Alto, the track and field teams have another outstanding weekend, and Marcus Mariota signs a new deal with Nike. Plus, we'll go over the forecast for the day, take a look around the country for today's biggest sporting events, and finally talk about what's going on up north with those Portland Trail Blazers. All that and more right now. The number 1 ranked Oregon softball team wrapped up its series last night with a 6-3 victory over the Stanford Cardinal in Palo Alto, California. The win gives the Ducks their 3rd consecutive sweep over the Cardinal in as many years and should be enough to maintain its number 1 ranking in the USA Today and NFCA polls. Sheridan Hawkins was an absolute stud on the mound, only giving up 1 hit, no walks, and striking out 9 batters in just 4.2 innings in her role as a relief pitcher. Janie Takeda, who has recently been bothered by a shoulder injury, remained a designated hitter and was 1 for 3 with an RBI. She could be breaking both the stolen bases and the career hits records this weekend against the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette. More news from Hayward Field as the Oregon men's track and field team keeps its number 3 ranking in the nation, according to the U.S. Track and Field Coaches Association. The women's team moves up 2 spots to number 6. Thanks in large part to Jenna Prandini's impressive performance this weekend. Prandini was one of 4 Pac-12 Players of the Week on Monday after she tied the fastest 100-meter time of the year, 10.92, run by Jamaica's Elaine Thompson. In addition, she became the world's leader in the 200-meter with a time of 22.42. The men's and women's track teams hope to continue their success when they compete in the 121st Penn Relays in Philadelphia this Thursday. Coming up after the break, Nike's family just got a little bit bigger, and the Portland Trail Blazers don't lose to Spanish people. What? Or at least that's what they thought. We'll tell you about it after the break.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
The Flying Hawaiian, Marcus Mariota, has signed an endorsement deal with Nike, according to ESPN reports. The former Oregon star and Heisman Trophy winner will join Jameis Winston, Todd Gurley, Melvin Gordon, and Amari Cooper as newcomers to the Nike brand. Nike released a 9-second commercial yesterday on Twitter welcoming Marcus Mariota to the family. Not that he wasn't already familiar with it. Mariota is currently projected by many to be the number 2 pick in the NFL draft later this month. Switching over to the hardwood, more bad news for the Portland Trail Blazers, coming out after losing badly to Memphis in the first round, 100-86 on Sunday night. It was reported yesterday that the Blazers had a laminated sign in the locker room with the phrase, quote, "We won't lose to Spanish players." Many are speculating that this was a cheap shot aimed at Marc Gasol, the Grizzlies' all-star center, who had 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists in Game 1. Head coach Terry Stotts later explained that, quote, "It wasn't the only thing on that card," and, quote, "I wouldn't classify that as the only message of the day. But that being said, it was a motivational thing, and I think the Spanish thing was a little lighthearted. It was the things we needed to do to win the series." Well, the Blazers hope to bounce back and even up the series tomorrow night at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. All right, let's take a look now across the country at some of the big games that will be broadcast today. First, on the pitch, we have a Champions League rematch between Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Barcelona took the first game 3-1 last week behind a magnificent 2-goal performance from forward Luis Suarez. Back to the hardwood where a couple of Game 2 matchups headline the NBA tonight. The Celtics look to get revenge against LeBron James and the Cavaliers at 4. Then, at 6:30, the Mavericks will try to even the series versus the Rockets in another Lone Star State showdown. And don't worry, hockey fans. There are 4 playoff games on tonight, starting with the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Detroit Red Wings at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Finally today, how about a little weather update? First, in Eugene. It will be a pretty cloudy day with average highs in the low 60s and lows at around 40. But at least it's not raining. Yet. Up along I-5 in Portland, we have mostly cloudy skies with a high near 63 and a low around 40. Moving further inland, let's look at Bend. Isolated showers are expected between noon and 3 p.m., then again with chances of thunderstorms after 3 p.m. But for all you golfers out there will be a chance for some sun later on. Temperatures range from a low of 36 to a high of 71. And last but not least, down in Medford, there's a 20% chance of showers after noon. However, it will be mostly sunny with a high near 73 and a low near 45. Well, that about does it for the daily sports update. Don't forget, the daily update comes your way Monday through Thursday on the UO's newsroom website. For all of us here at Oregon News, I'm Anthony Piganelli. Thanks for watching and have a great day.